What's up, I Like Scary? We are back. I hope you guys are having an awesome day. I'm having an awesome day. It feels great to be a horror fan. So you guys, we're going to talk about some Halloween and speculations. And now, this is something that I've been really thinking about, you guys, which is something that could possibly happen. Now, we know that Allyson and Corey dates. We know that. They are dating, obviously. I've been saying at the moment I just heard about this Corey character because he's like Cameronish. And yes, I said Cameronish, but he's like, you know, that he has that look, you know. So obviously they're dating, and we get a scene where, you know, Allyson's telling Laurie, "You're obsessed with death," you know, and then she's talking to her, and I'm like, she's obsessed with death. Now, I want to say this is going to happen, you guys. So we know that Corey is accused of killing someone he's babysitted, right? He's accused of killing someone he's babysitted. I really do think, in the beginning, that freaking Laurie's gonna actually be Team Corey. She's gonna be like, yeah, damn, I think he's cool. Maybe this will help you cope if that's your friend or whatever. And I think as time goes on, she's gonna, you know, hear stuff about Corey. Now, what I think she's gonna hear about Corey is gonna be, I think that she's gonna figure out about the resume of him killing someone he's babysitted. She's not gonna like hearing that because she's dealt with a killer over the past few years, right? So the way she will find out could be numerous ways, you know, and stuff like that about Corey. Now, this one right here is very interesting. Cal Richards, Lindsay. We get a picture of Cal Richards with like a tarot card, like she tells futures, like she can tell futures or tell you your tone of your life and stuff like that. Now, I don't know if she's talking. I don't know if she's talking to Laurie. I don't know if she's talking to Allyson or Corey. Either way, they're in the same loop. They're in the same loop. Now, so say if she's talking to Laurie, right? She, you know, probably is telling her like, hey, something's bad is about to happen. You know, something bad is about to happen or whatever. And it's kind of warning her type of thing. And especially if Laurie's embracing life, something has to stop her in her tracks, right? So I think that could be a thing where Lindsay kind of warns her about Corey. Like maybe the guy that Allyson's dating, you know, he's not right. Something is going on bad here. But anyways, it's a reason because she's like stalking Corey. You can see her. She's like, in Allyson, she's like in these windows looking and things like that, which is very, very fucking crazy, you know. And I told you guys numerous of times where I think that Allyson's going to be full-blown Corey because he's going to help her. I think she's going to pop even like Corey more than Cameron. He's going to help her at the moment, how she's, you know, been losing her mom. You know, you're just helping her with the trauma. They're both going through things, right? So I think that once Laurie hears this, she starts to see a transformation. You know how Arnie, if you think about it in Christine, the people in the background got to see Arnie's transformation. Him from going like nerdy to like becoming, you know, hair loose, don't give a fuck, and he's just full blown, you know, he's evil now. He's becoming that because of why? The Christine car is not, you know, it kind of possessed him in a way. I'm not saying Michael's going to possess Corey, but David Gore Green said they're going to be colleagues in this. Now, when Michael grabs him, he looks him in his eyes. I almost think it's going to be like a mind thing where he sees the boogeyman, he sees the darkness, the blackest eyes, and it traumatizes him to the point he's curious. You know, he's curious. He really wants to know what's going on, and you know, I don't think Corey's even obsessed. I think he's even obsessed, to be honest, right there. You know, in the beginning, I think he becomes obsessed over time, and it's when he sees Michael. I don't think he starts off, you know, doing that. You know, we do, you know, find out he's saying, you know, telling someone on the stairs, you know, the boogeyman's coming back, right? That's definitely after he sees Michael because he has some type of confidence, and either he knows he has some type of like thing going with Michael where he is going to come back, or, you know, he knows it's him. So I really do think that it's going to come down to it, because it's all leading up to it from what I'm thinking, that Allyson's going to have to choose between her grandmother, yes, her grandmother, and Corey. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if he blows his ass back and he's on the ground and Allyson comes in right at the same, and she's like, what's going on? And, you know, the mask is off. And he was like, bro, I was just trying to, like, you know, I could just see him playing that innocent role. Like, I was just trying to, you know, do this, and your grandma shot me or whatever. And he's like, come on, Allyson, you gotta help me here. And then Laurie's like, Allyson, no. He tried to kill me. No. And it's like, because you know Alyson's like, you know, grandmother, like, you're obsessed with death. But if she sees him with the get up on and the mask, it's confusing. So I think it's gonna be something where I want to say, yeah, Corey's gonna be dead. Corey's gonna die. Laurie's gonna kill him. And listen to me, you guys. You gotta follow me. And this is gonna lead up to my next theory. Laurie's gonna kill him, or Allyson's gonna finish him off. I will see them trying to make Allyson finish Corey off because that's her lover and to make us go crazy in the theaters. Maybe he tries to pull it, like, I know it sounds kind of like a Scream type of Billy Loman, Stu Macher pop up. Like, she, you know, maybe she's like, they're standing there talking. He comes back and he tries, and she, you know, kills him, right? So think about this. Think. We get a frame of Laurie sitting in the door. Maybe Allyson's out there looking for the cops in the street, like, they're not here yet. But look, listen, this is going to be crazy. When we see Michael grab his mask, right? I don't even think Michael is going to fucking attack Laurie right there. Want to know why? I'm going to tell you. So he puts the mask on, right? And he just walks out the house, scotch-free. And I think it's because maybe he hears the police sirens, like, woo, woo, woo. They come, right? He leaves, and that would explain the scenes where Michael's pinning the girl on the wall. He's doing a Bob kill, and you're getting all these fucking kills and shit. Some that's Michael, some that's Corey. But I know for a fact that when it's Michael, so I'm gonna use this when he's holding her on the wall. That has to happen. And, you know, and it kind of explains that he's going to leave. He can possibly just leave because the cops are coming, right? And think about it like this: if that happens, this is how they're gonna find out some weird shit is going on. Corey's dead. They're out talking to the cops. This is where we get the scene where Laurie's talking to Hawkins. She's out with the blood on her neck because, you know, she's fucking, I don't know. Or maybe this is not even the same when, you know, the blood and stuff is on her neck. Maybe she just, you know, called the cops or whatever. I mean, it could be, you know, and she calls the cops or whatever. And when everything, you know, blows over later that night, they don't show us anything. You know, they don't show us anything. But the night is over and Michael comes back. That's why when Allyson shuts the pantry door, she sees him, it's like, and she screams. That's when Michael comes back in the house. So it's like he leaves because he's smart, then you know he's in bad shape, and he comes back type of thing. And maybe she tells Allyson, you know, to do something. And what's crazy is, I've been telling you guys, I don't think that this movie will end at that house. I have a feeling, if you heard the junkyard theme, I think it's going to end in the junkyard because of Christine. Now listen, I've speculated and talked about, what if Corey somehow knows someone that works at the junkyard, or he works at the junkyard? Just because that junkyard is in this movie, it has to relate to Christine. Maybe they have him working in it. Want to know why? Because Arnie, fucking Arnie, listen, bro, I swear if David Gordon Green does this, he's there. Think about it. Arnie was in the junkyard fixing up the Plymouth Fury. Arnie was in the junkyard fixing them up. Because why? He worked at the junkyard at a point. He worked there once it's, you know, he had the car that got to that, so we're paying me off. You can work there, right? What if, you guys, Corey does some shit like that with Arnie? Like how, this is so fucking deep. Like he somehow gets Michael, like, and helps him like, you know, fucking Arnie did the car. He's bringing him back to life slowly. Now, it's not going to take a long time, but it's like, you know, he's patching him up. He's bringing him back to life slowly. And while Michael's on, you know, bad footing and he's hurt, Corey takes advantage and beat Michael out there to keep his name alive. You know, he's doing that. But I think once Michael is up, he's up and running, maybe one day Corey comes back to whatever spot he decides to do this at, you know, and Michael's not there. Michael's out, maskless. And that's probably the scene, you know, where when you think about it, he's taking out these bullies. You can see Corey, and he's whacking the motherfucker in the junkyard. He's out there being Michael, but Michael's also coming back to Haddonfield maskless. He's out there, right? So this kind of shows me something that's, this is the theory. where what if the shit we've been shown with Laurie, the blue shirt, Michael, he's throwing her across the fucking room, and what if this is possibly memoir memories? What if these are memoir memories, you know? This is two things I want to say. Like, it can possibly be like memoir memories where she's just writing, and as she's writing, she gets an old Laurie in these visions. That's why she has the sky blue shirt with still the blonde hair. But that's how her vision it portrays her, not a young one. It just shows the old version and just show her, you know. It can be that, or something I think that's going to happen. This is not the ending. The blue shirt is not the ending. It's going to be something leading to the ending. I think they haven't even showed us a lick of the ending, you guys. Like, I think that scene they do battle and possibly Michael gets fucked in that, but it's going to be something almost like a H2O. You know how H2O had that little extra? It has some extra of an ending in there, like where it concluded. I think it's going to be something where you know, he's injured, but Laurie's like, that's not enough. That is not enough. He has to die, because you hear her in the trailer say, you know, we know how to kill him now. So I think that is going to be the case, that it's going to be something where it ends in a junkyard. How? I don't know, because Christine ended in the junkyard. You guys know what happened. They made a plan to get the beast in there, and they fucking killed it. They just took it out piece by piece. I told you guys how I feel with the ending. I think somehow, some way, it's going to be a big ass reveal where Allyson is the one that has like this plan, and especially if she's familiar with the junkyard. She's familiar with the junkyard. Because you gotta, obviously Corey is, you see him driving a dirt bike to the junkyard, so maybe he showed her around before. It's like maybe he just goes there to get parts for his bike, and Allyson has came with him, and maybe she says, oh, what does this do? He's like, oh, this is how you smash the parts. Wink, wink. This is how you smash the parts. This is how you come. And maybe maybe we get a scene where Allyson's like, you know, she's looking like, you know, and this is probably the one. This is probably one, like, and Laurie probably thought she did damage to Michael, but Allyson, no. She's like, grandmother, I know. And and it's all about, look, she kind of gets the info from Corey, how to kill him for real. You know, Allyson does, because think about it. If Michael dies, you're going to have to convince our eyeballs. Yes, you're going to have to convince our eyeballs. But what if they treat him like Christine? What I mean by that is smash them, take them apart, and just make sure, like, you know, have Michael there lifeless. I think that it's going to be something along the lines. Watch Christine, you guys, and see how they treated that car. That's how they're going to treat Michael. Michael is that Plymouth Fury. They're going to fucking treat him like that car. And I think that's what it's going to end in the junkyard. We see a lot of these, like, junkyards. It's going to be something big there. And that's how they're going to do it, I feel, in my heart. Maybe I'm wrong. But, yeah, and another thing before we end off, Laurie says we know how to kill him now. I wonder if Laurie goes back and listens to that Loomis file, and he's like, he needs to, you know, it needs to die. It needs to die. Make sure all vital organs are not working, decapitate the body, all that. What if she goes back and listens and Loomis helps her? I don't know. Or I touch on the fact maybe Corey's on his back about to die out and he realizes this is not the life he wants to live. He's close to death, and say, Laurie, you know, I saw him weak. He has a weakness. And he tells her, you know, he's weak without the mask or something like that. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, you guys, comment down below about everything we just talked about in this video. Unfortunately, this is the end of the video. Don't forget to hit me on my social media. Allyson on Instagram, Allyson77 on TikTok, Brandon on Facebook, and Allyson on Twitter. And right there where it says subscribe, next to it, click join, become a member of the channel. And also, you guys can become a member of the Patreon, get exclusive content, the benefits of the channel. And right there, you guys, remember where it says subscribe, you can become a member. Don't forget to check out the official I Like Scary merch store. And yeah, you guys, watch some horror movies. Stay scary out there. I love you all. Peace.